I'm at the inlay stage of this part of the 17th century bench, which is the upper apron. I've already completed the inlay on this apron, and I need to cut the pieces that fit into this other alternate apron. So I need 4 ebony and 4 holly triangular pieces to fit into that square channel there. Now, you could cut these pieces in many different ways. My preferred way is with this little helpful saw gauge here. I don't know what you would, it's not a miter gauge, but it's a handmade with some maple pieces here that I use to cut angles. Many of these angles that are in this piece are strange angles because I was using this to cut the angles on window muttons that fit at different angles in door frames and brake fronts, for example, and cupboards, book cupboards, and have these strange shapes of muttons for the window glass. So that's what all these different angles in here over the years. Now, in the case of these triangular pieces, these are right angles, and the width of that channel is 9/16 inch. So I've created a 9/16 inch strip of holly and a 9/16 strip of ebony, and the 45-degree cut is this channel right here, the most worn channel of all, because that's what I do most. And I've already cut one angle here, as you can see. I need the opposite angle, so I just flip it, and then I can put the point right there so I know where I'm going to end up. And I need 4 black and 4 white pieces. Just for your information, I tried to cut these on the bandsaw, and I suppose I could have somehow made some special jig to make it work, but as I tried it, the bandsaw blade would flip these little pieces up and break them and fly around the shop, and so it was not very suitable at all. So then I can just flip it again and position it so I've got a point right where it wants the point. There's 2. Now we do a couple more. Just using a Japanese saw here in this case. Could be any kind. I like the Japanese because of the thin blade. Okay, there's the black ones. Now for the holly. There's already one cut. So let me I just counted out, I need, for this whole piece of furniture, the bench, 17th century bench, I need about 80 white and 80 black triangles. But that isn't going to take me long to saw them out. I glue these into the channel with hot hide glue, just like I do other inlay work. And because of the fast setting of that glue, I can just place them in there and squeeze them down, and they're going to stay. And then after overnight drying, and plane it off. Well, let's do a test case and see how these things fit into the open channel here. Now, the saw blade leaves a little bit of a roughness on the edge of these little pieces. And what I've done is clamped my hand plane so that I can kind of use it as just a little router here and knock off some of that roughness. And that's good. That's good. That's a good edge. That's a good one. Here's a rough one. See if I can clean that up. Yeah, that's good. This looks good. There's a little bit of roughness here. That's good. That's good. This needs a little bit of work. That's good. That needs to be knocked off. These are about a 1/16 of an inch thick. The channel is maybe a little bit, well, this is a little over a 1/16 thick. I think the channel is closer to a 1/16 deep. And I mentioned before, these are 9/16 inch wide pieces. So the first thing is to set in a black. And then in a white. Another black. That piece seems to be a little bit too wide. Right. White. Black. I may have to cut another black piece, as this one is a little bit too fat. I don't know if I could just trim it down. Boy, that's close. So let me just that a couple. There it is. Now, I'm going to need another white that goes in here, and another white at that end, and then this will be ready for a glue up.